How's it going, everybody? How's it going? I'm just going to share this out real quick. Make sure I lower my volume on my phone here. Share this out. Yeah, yeah, so definitely pray. Pray, pray, pray. Um, yeah, Rachel, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I will say this, if you do believe in God, everything is for a reason. I believe that the hand of God is on our first lady and our president. No, this is not a joke. Um, at first, President Trump tweeted out that Hope Hicks, who many of you know work in his administration, and then about an hour ago, he tweeted out that the first lady and President Trump tested positive and they're beginning their quarantine. So, just wanted to come on and first let you guys know there's probably going to be a lot of trolls. There's going to be a lot of trolls on here, I'm sure. As disgusting as that is, you could already see it on Twitter. I'm not going to show Twitter feed, but it's already like all these like foreign tweets that are just putting up horrible pictures. Just the timeline is like just infested with disgusting, evil. Yeah, he saw his tweet about quarantine, and the next thing you know, I mean, unless somebody hacked his account, and I doubt that. So I just put these positive pictures. These are photos that I've taken. Some of the photos. I'm into photography, as you can tell. So I just figured put something up positive to look at. Um, Now we're taking the coronavirus seriously. Yeah, there you go. There's one already. So, of course they're going with, the sheeple that listen to CNN. The people that have no life and no brain. They're going with the, oh, Trump called this a hoax. Because they didn't actually watch the rally where he was saying the Democrats saying I'm not taking this serious as a hoax, but you can't expect somebody with no brain and just a sheep to go back and actually watch what he said. Um, you know, so we're not surprised at that. So we'll have a lot of trolls coming on, and they'll show their true colors. I mean, we've already seen pretty much, the hate and the disgusting behavior of these trolls and many that'll go on his page. And like I said, obviously his page is under attack by like these I don't even know if they're I just know they're foreign bots, and it's all in kind of, I don't know if it's Chinese writing. Hold on a minute. Just checking chat for a minute. All right. There we go. Yeah, there'll be zero tolerance tonight for trolls. Zero. And this is why we need to pray, because believe me, and you know, I had said when they found out that Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away to pray. Now, I find it quite odd that of all these months and all these rallies, all of a sudden now he gets it. I'm not even going to talk about conspiracies, but I will say that I find it quite odd that all of a sudden he gets it. and Melania gets it. Now they'll say, "Oh, that's because he doesn't wear a mask and all that," but he's tested, and everybody around him is tested. So don't think that you know something like this cannot be done. I'm not even going to go there with conspiracies. If he got it, um, naturally they'll figure that out. If he got it some nefarious way, they'll figure that out. I just don't put it past people and evil. Evil is capable of doing amazing things. And guess what? All evil needs to exist is for good people to do nothing, like Ted Wheeler. Um, so would Pence be beat? Would Pence beat Biden? Well, it's a little earlier to be counting President Trump out. Um, but I think that well, it depends on if it's an honest election. We still have that to be concerned about. We're finding these ballots that were mailed out all wrong, and finding ballots in ditches, and sending out 2, 3 ballots to a person, and dead people. So yeah, there's a couple of things. First, will there be even an honest election? You know, and so yeah, I will speak for myself. I am a Christian, and sure, I sin like anybody else, and sometimes I curse too much and all that. But I have faith, and I will ask those that are believers to have faith, and that is powerful because fear is of the enemy. Fear doesn't help anything, it just destroys you. Now, that's easier said than done sometimes, but fear will not help anything. It will just destroy you like cancer. Um, Many survivors of cancer actually that watch the show. I wouldn't consider myself a survivor of cancer. I had skin cancer that left a huge hole in my face, but it's healing up pretty good. But I don't think that's a survivor of cancer. Maybe in a little way. Um, but yeah, I did post a picture of the White House that's lit up in pink today for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So you can go to Twitter and check that out. I don't think President Trump's gonna be unable to run. I'm not even gonna like go there. I mean, those are natural questions, John, on YouTube. Those are natural questions. I'm not gonna knock anybody for any questions they have during this or any feelings they have, except the low life people that are laughing and saying, "Ha ha, he thought it was a hoax," which wasn't even true. He never said that. And the evil people that are just so happy about this right now. I'm surprised they're not out in the streets. They'll be happier about this. Check this out. Type 1 if you think I'm correct. These maniacs will be happier that Trump got COVID than when President Trump took out the number one terrorist in Iran. Type 1 if you agree with that. That's how evil we're talking. Yeah, yeah, right? I mean, really there's no limit to the evil that's out there. None. I'll be glad to pull up Melania's tweet. I just hate to pull up Twitter and read tweets that other people can read because that kind of reminds me of somebody without saying any names. Um, maybe even he is happy about this because during his rant, didn't he say that he hopes he gets? I could be wrong. Could be wrong. So I shouldn't say that. But I know he was pretty pissed off and foaming from the mouth. I'm not going to say any names, but let me see what Melania's tweet is. Let me pull up another page here too. Put it over everything. Let's see what's showing right now. Oh, there it is. Yeah, let me move it over here. See, so you guys know I check my messages. I only have 3, and that's probably from 2 minutes ago. There you go. Perfect example. I check my messages. I try. Um, there it is right there. I'll make it bigger. Hold on. Put it over here. Yeah, the October surprise, right? Rose 2.0. And I'm not don't get my mood. I'm not sad. I'm not sad. I'm definitely not happy. I'm concerned, but fear not. I mean, the Bible says that more than any other thing in that it says in the Bible. Fear not. So I will refuse to fear. Me as a natural investigative kind of personality wants to know how, but that's not even important right now. Um, just just pray. That's just that they get healthy and they'll have the best care. I'm sure the best care. So I don't know what happens to the debates. Does anybody know the next debate that was supposed to happen? Oh yeah. Well, all kinds of things are going to happen. These crazy people will say, "Oh well, he did so bad in the debate that this is not true. He's just hiding now because he doesn't want to debate because he made such a fool of himself." You'll have that. You'll have that for sure. Um, what else? You'll have so much crap. I mean, just think about it. And I will say this though: if you are a supporter of President Trump, then if you know him and you know his heart, he would not want us to be paralyzed by this and not continue to try to get people registered to vote that never voted before. I've been saying that. Please try to get people registered that never voted before and do not go and vote alone. He would not want us to be paralyzed by this. He's been fighting for us for almost 4 years. So we cannot just sit back here and be crippled by evil. You know what I mean? We need to work even harder now as they're fighting. Um, yes, and vote in person. Yeah, there's already the most disgusting things on to it. Some of you guys can maybe help me out. What is it when they want to really like destroy a hashtag? Is it like K-pop or something like that? I don't want to say Korean accounts or Chinese accounts, but his timeline right now under that tweet is flooded with these. I don't think it's K-pop. You know what I'm talking about, right? These bots come in and they'll like if there's ever a positive hashtag, which is very rare, that trends for Trump, they'll come in with these like Korean bot farms and just like plaster it all under there. So any good message is just hidden. I mean, that's another thing. I mean, you'll never see a positive. You'll never see a positive. Yes, K-pop. Okay, you'll never see positive hashtags or anything negative to Biden or anything. They never trend. And then they tell us, "Oh no, that's just algorithms." Nah, but we've been talking about that for how long? And I know a lot of people want the government to do something about it, and half say no, that let the market do it, and half say no because they get this status that they're just a kind of just a billboard or a platform, for people to post things. Then why are they censoring it? So there's that whole battle. Yeah. So if you just heard, I'm sure there's a bunch of people that went live. You want to hear a crazy story? So earlier today, I was listening to the scanner, and then there was in South Florida here, there was a domestic violence with injury came over, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go, check it out. I've been watching these scanners, these live streamers that listen to the scan, and then they go out to the call. Like TW Lives is the only one I'll really give a shout out to. I think those guys are hysterical. I call them Cheech and Chong. TW Lives on Facebook and YouTube. So I said, let me check this out. But I had too many things to do and I was going to be late. So while I was out, the scanner said structure fire. Um, so I cruised by there, and unfortunately, I couldn't get in because it was a gated community. I know some people would have followed the fire engines right into the community because the gate automatically opens and stays open when there's fire engines need to go in there. They must have like a code or something in their truck that opens it. Um, yeah, and his brother just died. Exactly, Rachel. So, um, so then about an hour ago, I heard on the scanner right up the block from me a major accident. And like I said, I'm not sure if that kind of stuff is for me to rush out and just film people in car accidents. And I get it, free press and people, you know, want to see that or whatever. So I got there and I was like, there was, it was a major wreck, and there was ambulance and tow trucks and just, it was a mess, and I didn't even go live. Then there was another call. There was like 10 cop cars for just one guy, another domestic violence thing up the road. And I didn't go live. And then I parked my truck and I looked at Twitter to see what my great people have to say. And I seen this tweet, and it said it from an hour ago. Because I read the tweet that he put out about Hope Hicks. So then I said, well, now I know why I didn't go live at the accident and why I didn't go live. The other thing, I was meant to be here to go live right now. So just ignore the hate because it's going to be overwhelming. It's going to be overwhelming, the hate on his Twitter feed. And all I can say is, instead of going back at those people, just do positive tweets or live scopes like this. Thank you, Rachel. Just do positive scopes, because positive. We went red here. I forgot I left Periscope open to block that nasty troll that came on. Positive scopes and positive messages and prayer will overwhelm anything you think you can tweet back at these disgusting people. I mean, obviously you can do what you want. I'm not telling anybody to do. It's what I believe. So that is Melania's tweet. I wouldn't dare even click on it and look what's under it because it would be horrible. But this is the White House. That's the White House that is now lit up pink. which I think is pretty cool for Breast Cancer Month, Awareness Month. So that was nice. And now I will not show Twitter anymore because I feel like a certain guy that just sits there and reads Twitter all night. Yeah, there's a lot of negativity out there. While I have you guys here, just to quickly change subjects, if you don't mind. Last night I kind of revealed some music that Rich did for me for um, Realm of the Republic, my new page and my new name. And he likes making music. He did all the music for our intro and outro and all that stuff. He's pretty good at it. So he made a song for our intro or outro. Yeah, the timing's a little suspicious, exactly. So I'm gonna play that real quick for you, if you guys don't mind. It's just keep our mind off of things. Let's see. I played it last night. It's only a minute long, and I still have to add all kinds of stuff. So hopefully it works better than it did last night. Because last night all you're gonna hear is the music, and you're gonna see my logo. So there's gonna be all kinds of stuff. Some person suggested some clips from the riots and stuff, but here you go. All right, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. So yeah, the intro is going to be probably pretty cool. Digging it. Awesome. Digging it. I'll let Rich know. Man. It's kind of exactly what I pictured for the Realm of the Republic. Something deep like that. You know, something serious, because I feel like we're in a serious time right now. And if you see this slideshow, these are some of the photos that I've taken through my travels. That one right there with the torch was in Florida Keys. This one was in Costa Rica. That's actually a volcano, and very rare to see it. That one's in a different part of Costa Rica, or Costa Rica. I don't know how you say it. I think Costa, not Costa. That one I think is in the Florida Keys also. And that one is a recent trip to Daytona, sunrise. And that one is in Key Largo. Such a lucky shot. What I do, I take like a million pictures, and that is my hometown, Robert Moses Bridge on Long Island. And see, if you notice, I do capture the birds with the wings wide open. You only can do that when you take like 20 photos, and then you get the one. That's Hawaii right there. That is Hawaii. Shout out to James R. That's also Hawaii, a different spot in Hawaii. And back to the Keys. Key West. Actually, a tiny little island off Key West. Sunset Island, I think, something like that. Yeah, that picture right there is crazy. You very rarely get to see the volcano. So, And that's that. So what else? What else? These were all taken with a Kodak disposable camera. I'm kidding. They were actually taken with a phone, not like a professional camera at all. I also went live here at Daytona and showed the sunrise. I don't know if you guys remember that. That picture I do love right there. The pelican. So, yeah, pray, pray, pray. And that is where my ashes are going. Talk about sad. That bridge. This is Ala Marada right there in the Keys. Let's see. Let's see. What else? What else? I just figured I'll put up some pictures because anything positive right now. I'm not going to be really showing the misfits marching or anything like that. No prayers for Trump, as Trump says. It is what it is. Are you being a troll? Are you being a troll, JK? Sometimes I don't know. Yeah, I don't use any filters. I use God's filter. None of these pictures or any pictures I take, I have a lot more. Do I ever Photoshop or use filters or anything? This is El Natural. It's about all the it's about all the Spanish. I don't know if JK was being a troll or just saying like Trump's like, you know, it is what it is. We'll get through it. So I don't want to jump the gun and say that's a troll, but maybe it is. Who knows? Who knows? But there'll be a lot of disgusting people showing their true colors all through this. Yeah, that's the thing on Restream. I can't see if they have a profile picture or not. So we'll just have to ignore the disgusting people as they show their true colors, and we'll just stay positive. I know a lot of people like will Biden be able to beat Pence and all that. I'm not even getting into any of that crap. The only thing I brought up, and you guys know I'm not into conspiracies at all. I just question the timing, and I do know that these things can be spread on purpose. So that makes me a little nervous. But gonna be I'm not gonna be going hard into that because it does matter whether you got it naturally or not. But I'm more focused on the power of prayer and staying positive and continuing to work as President Trump would want us to do. He's been fighting for us. We need to continue to fight for him, as you guys know. Make sure that you get people registered to vote and bring them with you and vote in person if you can. Vote in person if you can. So I just wanted to come live. I mean, I'm going to keep this up for a little bit because I think we have a positive page and we have beautiful patriots that come on here and once in a while disgusting trolls. And I think it's important for people to have a place to go when they find out like in my opinion it's Trump's October surprise. Yeah, I think it's important to have a place to go with positive people when you find out news like this and you're not like reading Donald Trump's Twitter feed because the things under there are just already disgusting and the images that these K-pop bots are putting up are disgusting. That's why I don't really now I'm not saying the people I'm about to talk about, I'm not comparing to Trump. But this is why I don't really bash Ruth Bader Ginsburg or John McCain when they die, because it's hard to explain. I'm not comparing them, and I know the things they've done. I'm just talking about in a general sense. I try not to bash people that, not that Trump's dead. Obviously, he's far from dead. I'm not even going to say any more than that. You guys know what I'm saying. It's just, it sucks when it comes back to our side. Is that kind of better? There's no comparison, but it's just, now I know people like F McCain and F her and her stance on abortion, McCain and this and that. I get all that. Believe me. Believe me. I just, me personally, I just don't. Yes, the Trumps are healthy. And, you wonder if maybe Barron Trump picked it up. But I don't think he was going to school. We could speculate or whatever. You never know. And it's really not important how. Because I know everybody's tested around them. But I don't think he'd be going to any public school, that's for sure. He would have to have a, you know, 24-hour nonstop security if he ever tried to attend public school. These people are evil. They hate him too. And they've said some pretty disgusting things about him, even though he's a kid. They don't care. Nothing's off limit for evil, disgusting people. Yes, Hope Hicks. Hope Hicks, yes. Of course, that was the first. That was the first tweet. You know, that was the first tweet that he did, and then I went out to maybe cover some of this stuff the scanner was talking about. Oh, I also, speaking of the scanner, and if you guys watched my broadcast earlier, so there's 5 states that you're not allowed to have a scanner, a police scanner, in your car, like hardwired or with an antenna, and you can't listen to it while you're driving. And couldn't figure out why. And then when I read about it, it's because those states don't want you listening to scanners to avoid checkpoints or speed traps, and Florida is one of them. So I guess what you have to do is listen to the scanner, get the address of the thing you want to go cover, and then go out there. You can't listen to it while you're driving. And there's some court cases right now because anybody with a cell phone has a scanner. You just pull up Broadcastify. So there's some court cases out there. But as of now, I will not be listening to a scanner and driving. I thought it would be because of distraction. And then check this out. They're like, oh, and some states say you can't use a scanner when you're trying to commit a crime. I'm like, yeah, duh. I don't know if that was a troll. Hey, Lynn, what's going on? I don't know if that was a troll, but I don't got time to figure it out. I think it was. So, like I said, I have zero tolerance tonight for disgusting trolls. And if I block you by accident, because, yeah, I did. I blocked him. him or her or it, both or whatever. Um, says something went wrong. Why did something go wrong? I'm an anti-troll. Sorry, block and troll. Yeah, zero tolerance tonight for this. I don't want to hear anybody's disgusting crap. You know how many people? Like I said, if you're just joining, there are people happier to find this out that President Trump. I love you guys. Thank you, Truth Watcher. Um, there are people happier to find out that President Trump and the First Lady Melania have COVID than they are when President Trump took out that piece of crap murderer, Iran #1 terrorist. Believe me when I tell you, that is a fact. But we can't change that. But we can counter that with positive, you know, tweets and positive scopes like this. And let's see. Most counties use open air scanner feed. State police is on a different band that's encrypted. Yes. Or at least they move to an encrypted. I noticed they move to like TAC 1 or something when it gets too crazy. But yeah, I use Broadcastify. I went to Best Buy. I think I said that on my earlier scope when I was out there. When I realized I can't use my phone and listen to Broadcastify and try to punch in GPS on my phone and then get to the location and go live because it's just not going to work. So I went to Best Buy and there was a young kid there. And I said, "Hey, do you guys have scanners?" And he's like, "Yeah, they're over by computers. Do you?" And I'm like, "No, not like a printer and a scanner, like a police scanner." He's like, "No, I've never even seen that." And I'm like, "Yeah, kind of like a CB radio." Or he's like, "Nope, don't even know what you're talking about." And then I asked somebody else, and he's like, "I think those things are illegal." I'm like, "Okay, I'm done here." They have some, for sale on Best Buy, but not many. Some of them are expensive as hell, like $600. I'm like, damn, $600. I'll just listen to Broadcastify. But yeah, I'm looking at a couple of them that are portable. But you really need one that gets digital signals because the cheaper ones only pick up like, I don't know. I'll probably mess this up. I was gonna say VHS. I don't think they pick up VHS, but you need a digital scanner. Yeah, Uniden. Uniden. I was looking at that. It's a good company. See, I'm just learning about all that crap. I'm just looking for something, to add on to the other things I cover because there's a lot of action down here in South Florida. I just don't know if I'm cut out for it. Like I said, it was a major wreck right up the block for me. And I heard them saying, send another ambulance and this person can't move. Yes, analog. Thank you. And and I got there and I see this car wrapped around a pole and another car with like they're covering it with towels, but it was raining, but that usually means somebody died. And I didn't even go live. I was like, I don't want to film this. And I know other people do because I watch it. But it takes a kind of a different person to sit there and film that stuff. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that too. YCCLCGDY on Twitch, to buy used because they upgrade, right? Uniden about $800, 1,000 for a good scanner. I know they got that SDS 100 or something. Seems like the best one. I was like $659. Damn. That reminds me of Chris Rock in that one movie when he goes up goes up to the counter. He's like, "How much are the ribs?" The guy's like, $7. Like, $7? Damn! How much for one rib? Then he's like, "Well, how much for a soda? How much for a Coke?" He's like, $3. Like, $3? Damn! How much for a sip? That was funny. I forget what movie that was. Maybe you guys could help me out. Do we really trust Hicks? I don't know. I hope we can. See what I did there? Um, yeah, I don't know. Here, better to buy new than used. Yeah, you have a warranty and all that. The whole president and staff and many reporters will now need to quarantine. Anderson Cooper just mentioned criminal neglect due to exposing reporters. Are you serious? John, are you serious right now? I know you are, but that's just something we always say when our mind has to process what a dumbass statement that would be by Anderson Cooper. Sorry, Cooper. I was using a verb. Um, yeah, I mean, you can't even make this stuff up. You just can't even make it up. So, here we are. Server, barista, Hicks. Yeah, just never know, man. You never know who he gave it to. I mean, who gave it to him? And did Melania get it and then give it to him? Did Barron have it? I know Hoax. Hoax. That was a Freudian slip. Hope was positive. That was the tweet I looked at, and then next thing you know, here comes a tweet from President Trump. And at first, in this time of Twitter being hacked, but most of the people that claim Twitter hacked them is because they got caught tweeting out some racist shit when they're like these social justice warriors. And then they're like, oh, back then my Twitter was hacked. So when I first read it, I'm like, first, I had to make sure that it was really President Trump's Twitter because you have so many fakes. And I'm like, yeah, that's it. And then I had to go, well, I hope he wasn't hacked. And then I'm like, no, I don't think so. Yeah, 2020. What a year. But we're all still alive, so. Oh, Anderson Cooper. Yeah, wasn't he the guy that was standing in a puddle acting like he was in a major flood? And they like backed out and he was actually standing in a puddle like a joke? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Notorious. I believe a lot more people have it than you'd probably imagine. So, I don't know. It's crazy. Oh, I never shared this out on YouTube. I don't know if you guys shared this out. But like I said, if you're just joining, I just want to come on with some positive vibes and say that I'll be praying and to counter the hate with positive scopes like this and positive tweets. Because going back at these disgusting people isn't gonna change anything. It's only gonna boost their numbers. But of course, people will, and you have every right to do whatever you want. Obviously, I just believe in countering that shit with positive stuff. So yeah, I have to grab the URL from YouTube and put it on Twitter. So there's 9 people on YouTube. What's up? I think there's like 2 people watching on Twitch. Nobody on D Live. Poor old D Live. And most people are on Periscope. Tweet. I gotta tweet it. There we go. I like using my other device because it actually, when you grab to share it from YouTube, it says share on Twitter and it puts the URL and the title. On this Android, I don't know why, but I have to type the title. I hate that. I like the soundtrack. Oh, the soundtrack of that Rich made for the opening or for the intro or the outro. Still haven't figured that out yet. I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, right. So Truth Watcher. That's funny. Imagine he says I took chloroquine and zinc, and we beat this thing. Oh man, they'll be so mad. Anderson Cooper has to be kidding. I know, criminal neglect. I mean, what is wrong with this guy? Seriously. Like President Trump was going around spitting on people. Oh, that's funny. Because the same people that are saying President Trump should be charged with criminal neglect are probably the ones that thought it was okay to not charge people that purposely give people AIDS that they just passed in California not too long ago. Right? Same people. So somebody who knows they have AIDS and gives it to somebody, they shouldn't be criminally charged. But let's charge Trump because somebody might have caught coronavirus from him. These people are nuts. These people are nuts. I don't know where Anderson Cooper said that because I don't watch TV and I don't watch CNN. How do you play it? Tesla. Ah, somebody talking about the market. The market, yeah. Well, since I don't have my stock investor license and I only do day trading for myself, I will not say. I can't say specific things. You can get in a lot of trouble for that. I could say, like, I could recommend what fields to put your money in and stuff like that, but can't say exactly how to play it on a specific stock, let's say, like Tesla. I could say something, and I don't, not being serious here, I'm just using an example. I could say right now, the auto industry is going to be the first to hit, so you might want to short that. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But you can't say a specific stock and something you should do without a license. And I will not be getting myself in trouble. And I know you don't want me to. You got to use a lot of words too, like um, forward looking statements. Like when you hear these people release their quarterly numbers, they're like, we anticipate sales to grow to, they have to use these words like anticipate, expected. So I'm just reading you guys. Oh, he was asking about roulette. No worries. Yeah. By the way, I love playing craps at the casinos. They don't have them here in Florida. They have like blackjack and stuff like that, but they don't have craps. I hate it. No, I'm not Martha Stewart. Yeah. Yep. I love playing craps. And I do play the dark side. And if you don't know about craps, there's two ways to play it. You can play it like everybody else mostly plays it, or you can play the dark side, which means you're hoping for the opposite of everybody else. Seven's out. The only thing bad about that is you really can't celebrate a lot. So when like you win because you're playing the dark side, right? The don't come. Um, you really can't celebrate a lot because you won and like almost everybody on the table lost, and like the dealer is taking all their chips away and then he's handing you money and they look at you like, how did you just get paid? And I look at them like, I don't know what happened there. I play stupid, which is kind of easy for me. Yes, I play the don't come. I wait till the point is made, and as soon as the button opens, I put money in the don't come. Then I hope to God a 7 and 11 doesn't come, and I get behind a number. And then I hope for the 7. 7's out, baby. And everybody loses, and I win, and I celebrate with tiny little claps under the table. And then I play the right side, too. I'm a right side better, too. Yeah, people hate me for that. They think you jinx the table, too. They get really mad. But I definitely play the right side, too. Yeah, hedge your bet on any 7 on the come out. Exactly. There's nothing like playing craps. If you guys don't play craps, next time you're at a casino, if you ever are, don't let the table intimidate you. You can play it as easy or as hard as you want. But the people that play craps are so fun. And you sit there and it's really fun. And don't be nervous. Throw those dice. People throw them off the table all the time. Some don't hit the back wall, and we say give that person a Red Bull. And some send them flying, poke somebody's eye out. So don't be nervous. Just chuck them down there and let it go. But the table is very intimidating. It's not like playing a slot machine. You put your money in, you hit a button. So people could walk up and they see all that and they're like, I don't even know what any of this is. But you can watch YouTube videos and stuff like that. But always gamble responsibly. No, 10 minutes to craps is that's a viewer just like you. 10 minutes to craps is just another viewer like not just another a viewer like you. Oh, Jeff Plummer. Jeff Plummer. Good night. Thank you for joining. Uh, yeah, not my own site. He's just yeah. I'm gonna have to start charging him rent. Yeah. Where'd our little troll go? Where's our little JK troll? He comes in here and he types one thing, then he runs away like a little scaredy cat. He comes in with his where's his stupid comment? Another CNN mindless fool. Where'd he go? Here he is. Hey dudes, is Trump gonna inject bleach? Or maybe use a light bulb suppository for a cure? Well, here's a little info for you there, JK. And I don't know if you'll probably understand this because you sound pretty ignorant. Um, Believe it or not, after Trump said that, when he was like spitballing ideas and being sarcastic, kind of, there's an article out there where they actually do put almost like a camera thing down into your lungs and it shoots UV rays like the sun. They're working on that. But I would send you to the site, but I doubt you could read any word larger than cat, so I won't even do it. Oh yeah, roulette always bet on black. That's Wesley Snipes. I don't know what movie that is either. I never really watch movies. UV light therapy. There you go. But I won't. Just there's a troll in here. He like says one thing, then runs away like a little scaredy cat with his CNN talking points. JK. Come on, JK. What's your next thing you got to say? I'm not even gonna block you. Sometimes I like when ignorant people come on. Keeps us entertained. You should invite more of your ignorant friends too. There's videos on how to do that and how to tie your shoes. Because I'm sure you're struggling with that, probably. Probably wear slippers, right? Should have wore a mask. Should have wore a mask. There's another one. So apparently, this person knows how President Trump uh, contracted the virus. So Michael colonostomy, uh, actually knows how he actually got the virus. That's amazing. Do tell, do tell us how you know he contracted it that way. How do you know he didn't touch something and then touch his face? What's going on, Rocky? Yes, pray for the Trumps. Exactly. Michael colonostomy here already knows how President Trump got it. It's amazing. So what are you saying there? 10 minutes to craps. What are you saying? 5 lines. Oh, how to cover the not to post, but I oh on roulette. Yeah, covering the lines, right? In the boxes. You ought to put a video together. Make like a video on teaching people that stuff. Yeah, it could be a false positive. Ah, how about that? Could be Trump trolling people. What if Trump is trolling people right now? Like after he did the Hope Hicks thing, he's like, I'm gonna troll them and say we tested positive. Right. You can wear a mask and still get it. Dave Dave says one of the people he knows wore a mask and still got it. I mean, there's a million different ways. You think he's trolling? Somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, I was just kidding." That'd be crazy. They're gonna be like, he's trying to get out of the debate. Uh, actually, Michael, the pros, if you're talking about the World Health Organization, said wearing a mask wouldn't help. Then they said it did. They also said stopping flights from China wouldn't help. But for some reason, Facebook and others would like to send you to the World Health Organization. The fucking idiots that said all kinds of ridiculous things. Yeah, they learned as they went. You know how we could have learned? If China let people in, but they didn't. Meanwhile, they stopped people from traveling inside China, but they let them fly all over the place. So there's where the fault lies. Another thing I love that people say, which just cracks me up, they claim, President Trump killed 200,000 people because his late start, even though he closed down flights and everybody called him a racist, um, and that he was negligent and he just didn't care because he was too busy playing golf and et cetera, et cetera. So, okay, let me tell you how dumb that sounds. So then every leader in every country that had people die was corrupt and negligent and didn't take it serious. Now you can say, oh, well, our numbers, blah, 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 blah. Well, you think you're getting real numbers from those places? Really? Do you? So according to these geniuses that President Trump killed these people, first of all, playing politics with people's deaths is disgusting. So every country's leader that had people die was corrupt and negligent, according to the geniuses that blame Trump for 200,000 deaths. The same people that told you to go out and hug your local China person downtown. And wasn't it de Blasio or Cuomo recommending to go see movies 2 months after President Trump shut down flights and then assembled an amazing team? Doesn't sound like somebody that did nothing. But you, you're not going to change my mind, and I'm not going to change your mind. So whoever you are, that's fine. No problem. Yeah, come to Chinatown. Come to Chinatown. Hug your local Chinese person. It's fine. Everything's fine. He's just trying to fearmonger, and he's a racist because he's trying to stop people that don't look like him from coming in our country. And then you see that was fine before we had a thing called video. You could probably get away with that back in the day when there wasn't like an actual video of your dumbass and the things you said. But then 3 months later, 6 months later, to come on and say he did nothing, he didn't take it serious when your dumbass was saying the most stupid things back then. It's amazing to me. That's just how out of touch with reality. Actually, actually, let me rephrase that. That's how stupid they think their voters are. And guess what? They're right. They're right. They have every right to say the total opposite thing that they said 6 months ago because their voters are that fucking stupid that they'll believe it. Even though there's video of them saying Trump shouldn't shut down flights and this isn't nothing. It's like a cold and all that. So there will be plenty of people that are very happy tonight. And I will ignore them and I will come live so we can all talk about this and many other things. We're not going to obsess over this and dwell on this. Fear not. That's what I always say. Fear not. So let's see. I don't know where our other troll went. And I don't think this Michael Colin was being a troll. Just I think that he just came on and said, he's obviously pro mask and didn't realize when he said Trump should have wore a mask. Well, we don't even know how he got it. So that kind of was an ignorant statement. But I don't think he was trolling. I think he just didn't think about that. He was too busy trying to get the gotcha. I gotcha. Trump should have wore a mask. But we don't even know how he got it, how he contracted it. So that's kind of not really smart to come on and say, but whatever. When he recovers, the people will rally behind him. Yes, that is a better thing to say. Michael, that is a better thing to say. I'm just saying wear a mask. And that's fine. I'll be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Sorry about that. I'll be right back. All right. All right, my people. Yeah, so apparently I woke my dog up and she's like, "Take me out." I'm like, "It's 3:46 in the morning on the East Coast." Because Bella knows that she gets a treat when she comes back inside. She ain't stupid. So I missed chat. I expected a lot more trolls to come in. Maybe it's too late for them. I definitely expected more trolls. An Italian dog, Bella, which translates to beautiful. She is a puggle, half pug, half beagle. I used to bring her on camera all the time, but she didn't renew the contract, and I couldn't meet her terms. So her agent said, "No, sorry." Yeah, I used to bring her on camera. There's a picture of her with the Trump pin on her collar and a MAGA hat. People that have been following me a long time know Bella. I'll have to bring up some pictures. I'll have to bring her back on camera. And Petey, I have a rabbit too that I put on camera once in a while. Usually picks the Super Bowl winner. Nice. Huskies. And Michaela, blue heeled. Blue healer. So I'm going to try to sign in. I never did tweet this out on YouTube. I tried to, but I had to grab my other device. Not a lot of trolls. I'm really shocked, especially with this news because there's so many disgusting people out there. I definitely expected more. Yeah, I had a Rottweiler for 12 years named Katana, like the sword or the motorcycle. I was going to buy a Katana motorcycle, but instead I used the down payment to buy my Rottweiler. Dual registered, so beautiful. Uh, so I named her Katana. Katana. I don't know why this page ain't opening. Male dogs, yeah. A Honda CBR, nice. Nice. Why is this page not open? It's weird. I like Harleys. The only Harley I owned was actually a dirt bike, like the one Evil Knievel used to jump, more like an Enduro, whatever. I think it was a 72, but that's when AMF bought Harley. You guys remember that? Or at least partnered with them or something. So it was like a, but I didn't jump any buses or anything with it. Yes, thanks for joining in. Black German Shepherd puppy. It's already 100 pounds. Yikes. Whoa. German Shepherds are awesome. Aha. Suzuki EM 125. Right. not an RM 125, which was amazing. There you go, RM 125. Yeah, I liked riding dirt bikes. They were fun. There wasn't a lot of places to ride them in Long Island, but there was this one place that there was horse trails and like this big I don't even know what you would call it. Big open area, and then it had like mountains all around it. Almost looked like a rock quarry or whatever. We would ride there, and you weren't supposed to go on the horse trails, but we made sure no horses were there, and we'd whip through there. Yeah, RM 125, KX, Kawasaki, Honda, CR, right? Yeah, Honda, CR. I never wanted any more power than the 125. Some people ride 450s or whatever. They're nuts. And it's not like the sound of them, right? You prefer the CR, yeah. It's amazing to look at them now and how far they've come. I grew up on mini bikes, you know. We're talking, you know, I'm 53, so Quadzilla got banned due to deaths. Yeah. I grew up on mini bikes, and it was the 70s, so you would like take some carpet you found and reupholster your seat with some shag carpet. It was like the 70s, so give me a break. Maybe 60s, right? Nah, early 70s. My brother was like a genius inventor. It's actually what he does for a living. He builds robots. And he put like a 13 and a half horse engine on a mini bike. It was ridiculous. He had a banana seat. But if you remember mini bikes, the chain always popped. Maybe that was just us. I hated that. The chain would pop and you would like start would be like hitting the brakes at full speed. And go-karts, they were always dangerous. But I grew up in, Long Island in the suburbs, so we were constantly being chased by the police. And I don't recommend anybody does that. But it's funny because, we grew up in the typical New York suburban cookie cutter house, block after block, and the cops would chase us. And right at the end of one of the blocks was a path that only a person could walk through that cut through the next neighborhood. And that's where we always head for. We're like, head for the path. And then the cop car couldn't come through there. And I lived right near railroad tracks, so we always, that was our escape route too. Then I got a dirt bike. My first one was a Suzuki, it was an Enduro, but it had a hop up kit with a sick muffler on it. And I would take it down the road sometimes, but it would rattle people's windows and almost break them. It was obviously not an RM 125. It was a Suzuki, maybe DR, something like that. But it was fast, but it was heavy. Wouldn't do very good on the trails. On the whoop-de-doos or moguls, whatever you call them. We got a pogo 3 years ago. He's now 58 pounds strong. Name is Charlie. Charlie Trump Boucher. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, puggles are cool. Mine is crazy as hell. My dog Bella is crazy. They're nuts, man. Yeah, DR. It's been a long time, man. High pitched chirping. My friend, when we used to have, mini bikes, he was the first one to get like a dirt bike, but it was a Yamaha YZ80. And here we are, like two of us riding on the thing. That thing was small, but it had this crazy sound to it. We'd fly all over with that thing. Actually, think I lost my permit, my driver's permit for that. Got pulled over speeding. Got a bunch of tickets. My friend was on the motorcycle. It was his, but I was driving, laughing at me while I was in the police car. So I started laughing. I couldn't help it. I didn't want to. And the cop said, "Oh, something funny?" I'm like, "No, my friend's being an idiot." He's like, "Oh, here's another 3 tickets for you." I was like, "Oh, thanks." I was a stupid kid. We're the same age. Oh, cool. So you know what I'm talking about. I wish I grew up in like the Carolinas or something where you could just ride dirt bikes everywhere. It was hard to grow up in Long Island and be into dirt bikes. So you had to take your chances. Yeah, the YZ80. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Fast, yeah, for that little thing. And a really crazy sound. I don't know why Twitter's not open. There's got to be a reason for that. Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. Nice. I love Pennsylvania. I've been to Hershey Park, Dorney Park, all of that stuff. I've been I went white water rafting on the Delaware Water Gap. Only a bunch of us Long Islanders didn't know there's like a good time to go and a bad time. So we went on the bad time and we wound up just having a row for miles. And it was so horrible. And every time we even hit like a little ripple or rapid, we would like over exaggerate, like we were getting thrown off the raft. Yeah, it was quite the joke. Our arms were killing us. We literally had to row. Like there's a time, you guys know, if you go on the Delaware Water Gap, you'll die if you ain't a professional. But we went on the wrong time. It was not good. We had fun though. Yeah, there's people celebrating, right, Robbie James? Disgusting. Disgusting. Let's see. Still trying to tweet this out, but by that time it'll be over. Trying to grab the feed from YouTube and share it on Twitter. Long Islanders. In your timing. Yeah. What do we know? We don't know shit about whitewater rafting. But we know about skitching now. That we know. For those of you who live in the Florida and states like that, you wouldn't know what skitching is, but us crazy maniacs would wait till it snowed. And then when a car was going down the block or the school bus, as soon as we get off the bus, we'd run to the back and hold on to the bumper and skitch all the way down. And the bus driver would stop, come out, yell at us, and we're like, all right, we won't do it no more. And as soon as she got back in and took off, we all ran back to the bus and grabbed onto the bumper. till you hit a manhole cover. Till you hit a manhole cover, then it didn't go so well. Your sneakers would just stop short, and you would go face first. Spent a lot of time there in New York. Yeah, it's not the same anymore. I mean, Long Island is, but the city, what a shithole. What a shithole. And then de Blasio and Cuomo are going to tell President Trump what he's doing wrong for our country. All of them. Pelosi, all of their districts are shitholes. And you're going to tell the president how to run crap. You can't even run your own district. Oh, well, actually, they can run it. They run it into the ground and rack up debt and then want us to bail them out. Get the hell out of here. Right? Tell them, get the hell out of here. Wow, a lot of you guys retweeted this. Thank you. So I'm just checking messages now. Checking messages, sorry. All right, now I gotta go to YouTube. So I'm glad you guys came on. Yeah, Maxine Waters. Oh my God. I'm glad you guys came on at least, because I felt like I needed to talk to you guys, and hopefully you guys needed to come on and talk about this breaking news without seeing disgusting negativity and trolls everywhere. I don't know what other people are showing during this, but it's not really much to show, really. I didn't feel like showing the misfits getting out of control. And now it's what? 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning on the East Coast. So that means what? It's 1 o'clock in Portland. I can only imagine what they're doing. Probably celebrating. I'm telling you, these people are sick. But in all fairness, if this was, reverse or this was Hillary, then there would be people on the right celebrating. Evil doesn't stick to a party. Evil doesn't discriminate. They don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. So if we can be honest, there would probably be people celebrating it. Just keeping it real. All right, there we go. Finally tweeted it out after all of that. Checking President Trump if he have tweeted anything. Nope, just 3 hours ago. This is his only tweet. I think I lost chat. Nope. There you go. I know. It's bad. So let me. I'm just trying to retweet these things, just because maybe people will hear this and they'll come in and see some photos I took and see other people that voted for Trump are not freaking out. And that would be cool. Let me sign out of that. I am aware that this probably was a boring scope to some, but good conversation to me is never really boring. So, I know my device is acting crazy right now. What's going on with this thing? This is weird. Saying logging out for like 2 minutes. Anyway. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I wasn't sure how many people were going to come on, and I'm like, well, I'll be here. I have no problem talking to myself as long as I don't answer. And then, yeah, good people came on. Some people, some people said goodnight. You know, this is something that I do. A lot of people will say, "All right, good night, Jake," and I won't say good night back. I'll type it if I can, because I'll say, "All right, good night, Truth Watcher," or "Good night, Notorious," but people don't hear that part. They only hear me say good night, and they're like, "Oh, okay, good night," and you watch the numbers fall like crazy because people think you're saying that you're ending the broadcast, no matter even if I say somebody's name. So I really don't say it. I just like type it. It's a weird thing I learned. And people, you'll see people go, "No, no, don't end it," and I'll be like, "No, I'm not ending it. I was saying goodnight to someone else." It's crazy. So yeah, last night, was it last night? I can't even remember anymore. When they were just doing all that horrible rapping or whatever, or that was the girl. Yeah, the girl that was trying to sing. That was just crazy. Then we were watching TW Lives. I swear those guys reminds me of Cheech and Chong. Totally. They're funny as hell though. But it looks like this is a good time. Oh, the one mean with the dude waiting for you to go live. Yeah, don't. Also, they know show is coming to an end. Don't be judgmental. Yeah, for anybody that hasn't watched the President Trump knocking Joe Biden out in the old Atari game Knockout, go to 1600 Reasons Why on YouTube or on Twitter. You'll see the little video he made. That was pretty funny. Wait, where is it? Don't I have it? Oh, I think I closed Twitter. Did I? No, I did not. I'll probably screw this up. Where is he? Oh, there it is. come I can't hear it? Let's see. It's late. My brain's not working too good. I think it's way up here. Oh, there it is. Bam.
Biden, who's a loser. I mean, look, Joe never got more than 1%, except Obama took him off the trash heap, and now it looks like he's failing.
Come on, man. How many push-ups you want to do here, pal?
That's the end of his political career.
Come on, man.
Biden, who's a loser. I mean, look, Joe never got more than 1%, except Obama took him off the trash heap, and now it looks like he's failing.
Come on, man. How many push-ups you want to do here, pal?
That's the end of his political career.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it was pretty good, right? He did a good job on that. He did it like the old school way, which took him forever to make the head follow all that. There's so many programs that it's so easy to do that now. But he was telling me what he went through to make that. I was like, oh my God, you're dedicated. Yeah, each point had to be like, I guess, pointed out. I don't know. It was crazy. So, oh yeah, the game was fun, man. It was definitely fun. All right, you guys, have a blessed night. I'm sure tomorrow's gonna be nuts with hateful and mainstream media, and oh my God, I know some of you were saying it already started. Anderson Cooper saying he should be charged. I mean, it's gonna be nuts tomorrow. So appreciate you guys tuning in, and have a blessed night. Oh yeah. We're gonna take you way back. I said a hip hop, a hippie to the hippie, the hip hip a hop, and you don't stop, a rocket to the bang bang boogie, say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie the beat. Now what you hear is not a test, I'm rapping to the beat. And me, my groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Tony T, and I like to say hello to the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, the purple, and yellow. But first I gotta bang bang the boogie to the boogie, say up jump the boogie to the bang bang boogie, let's rock. You don't stop, like the rhythm that'll make your body rock. Alright, we're gonna switch it up here. Ready?
2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhyme, so I said this rhyme I'm about to say. The rhyme was deaf and it went this way. Took a test to become an MC, and all my friends became amazed at me, so Larry put me inside to catch a laugh. The chauffeur drove off and we never came back. Dave cut the bucket down to the bone, and now we got me rocking on the microphone, and then we're talking autograph, tears and laughs, champagne, caviar, and bubble bath. You see, that's a life that I lead, and you sucker MCs I will not breathe. Take a that, move back, catch a heart attack. Cause there's nothing in the world that's better than my rap. Oh, you think I'm finished? Check it out. I take 7 MCs, put them in a line, add 7 more brothers who think they can rhyme. Well, it'll take 7 more before I go for mine. That is 21 of these at the same time. I came in the door, I said it before, I never let the mic magnetize me no more, but it's biting me, fighting me, inviting me to rhyme. I can't hold it back, I'm looking for the line, taking off my coat, clearing my throat. My rhyme will be kicking in till I hit my last note. This was a Tony T production.